I'm about to spill some tea. I am about to spill some tea. Hey guys, it's PatrickStarrr. Welcome back to my channel. Look at this environment, okay? If you guys didn't know, we've been testing new environments. We did my bedroom. We've been in the studio, the one-size studio. We are now in my one-size office, period. Let me show you what the set's giving right now. We got multiple angles. We got camera 1, camera 2. We got a TikTok camera over here, and then we got the wide camera over there with Peter. Isn't this crazy? We are production. I feel like I'm getting better as a content creator for you. Today's video is gonna be a full glam because we are actually shooting a campaign for One Size Beauty today. So I'm gonna pretty much do my campaign glam. I am not going to tell you what we are launching, but you are more than welcome to guess if you clock the product that I'm using, and you will get extra points if you comment it down below. And you will be blocked. I'm just kidding though. We have flown in talent from all over the US. We did a slumber party last night. I'm gonna be doing a vlog on that much later. But what's crazy about today's video, just before I get into the glams of it all, last year when we got the keys to this office that I'm sitting in right now, we broke into space by shooting the ultimate setting powder campaign. Now, upstairs of this building is vacant, and we were like, oh, can we just do our shoot up there? And me and the team were like, should we also move in here too? And guess what? We are shooting the there. It's empty, and we might, crossing my fingers, might get approved to move in. So we're gonna expand our space outside of just this office and also that. And I have no one but all of you guys to thank for supporting us. One Size has been on a crazy roller coaster. Every time I get the moment to talk to you guys and include you guys in my journey and also document this is not just a personal diary for me. It's also a video for you guys to see what the possibilities are outside of just being on the phone and what you can do by taking your passion, turning it into something huge. And I see all the comments. What's crazy too about YouTube, all you guys out there, this is for YouTube, okay? The comments go crazy. Even, if I'm not doing millions and millions and millions of views, the comments, the support, the empathy that you guys feel from what's in these videos that we edit for you is so special. And they're by the sentences and paragraphs. Social media like TikTok and Instagram, so it's just giving one word yes, period. Love it. You guys love to share your journey, and I think it kind of like parallels and mimics like what we give and what I give on YouTube to you and what you guys give back. So that's why after all this time, I'm still posting on YouTube, and I just wanted to start the video off by saying that. Without further ado, let me get glam and beat this space to the ground for this next campaign. Watching at the end of it. You know what I just noticed, guys? This product, MAC Full Coverage Foundation. I have been using this for over 10 years. I remember specifically doing my foundation routine so long ago. It was my first ever version because I always like to do foundation update routines because it's a cream and it's classic are the only products that I use for drag or most of all for doing my brows. So I always get questions all the time. I tend to skip this step for YouTube just because it's so tedious and it's boring and it's redundant, but this is what I use to carve out the brows. I'll use NC30 underneath and then in between, and then I'll use NC45 the rest of my forehead and all around. Sometimes I'll do it on my face. Sometimes I'll use other foundations that I'm testing. This product is only sold at MAC Pro stores, and I was at South Coast Plaza. It is the largest mall in Southern California. It's huge, and I passed by a MAC and I saw the Pro products there, and I was like, wait, that's a Pro store, because not every MAC store carries their professional line. So to see a MAC Pro line, that means that they had this. This is only sold at MAC Pro locations. I've said this for years. I love it. I hope they never discontinue it. If you want a full coverage drag queen foundation, this is it. MAC, it's literally called MAC Full Coverage Foundation. You know what's so funny? I have built my entire career on doing makeup, and then I post one facial video with no makeup, no lashes, no glam, and it's on my mom, and people love that video. Should I do facials here on YouTube for you guys, or are you okay just seeing it on TikTok and Instagram? When I think about how we're gonna shoot it, she'll just be laying there. All right, for the eyeshadow, I'm taking this Skin by Kim palette. I actually love it. The Mario one, this is such a different point of view and pet peeve. This is a crazy point that I'm about to bring up. If you think about the Mario palette, the lines in here are very skinny, so whenever I dip my brush, there's a little bit of a risk for my brush to dip into another color when I'm like swiping or swirling, right? This one, I think I just gravitated toward this one because I feel like I have more confidence when dipping my brush in in the color because these are a little bit more spaced out and the pants are a little bit bigger. And I understand as makeup artists, we want to keep everything compact and clean. This is just something a little bit more nitpicky, but I was wondering why naturally I gravitate towards this one, even though the color story is very, very similar. I think it's just for the ease of navigation. I can like get my wrist and really go in here and do that. And I never thought about that till just now. Also too, if you're a makeup artist, do we have any professional makeup artists that are watching? Because sometimes I'm like, can I talk about these things? Do you guys care to know as a non-makeup artist viewer, or is it something that interests you? By the way, for the makeup, we're gonna go for something a little bit more smoky. So I use a lot of transition colors. It's gonna look very same because we're not promoting a specific eyeshadow palette. So I just tend to go for like my classic look, but I like to pull everything out. And since we're doing a little bit something more 70s today, I'll do spiky lashes, top and bottom, be extra glamorous. And that is a sneak peek as to what we're shooting for, not eyeshadow. And speaking of eyeshadow, did you guys get the Wicked collection? Did you guys get the spray that sold out?
No, because it's sold out.
You know what? You want to know what's so funny? I have a paper here of things that I could talk about. And you let me know in the comments what I should talk about, okay? Even though it's already filmed. What makes an editorial day shoot different than a makeup routine? Okay, when we're doing makeup, we want to make sure what we're launching is the focus. It's gonna be hard for you guys to guess. For example, if we're doing, this is not what I'm saying, a concealer shoot. You don't wanna have like crazy lip colors because people are gonna think that it's about a lipstick. I'm really interested to see if you guys can get what we're gonna do. Oh my God, also it says here, doing my own makeup versus hiring an MUA to do my makeup. Oh, okay, for me, when I am busy doing either like live TV or like Miss USA when I was a judge, I took Ronnie because I'm not gonna bring my whole kit and then go there and sit there and like do my makeup. So those are like examples of why I would hire a makeup artist. But to do my makeup, I've been enjoying doing like my own makeup for the shoots. So that's what we're doing today. Ronnie though is gonna be coming to come and help touch up in case I'm busy or occupied and I'm happen to sweat, so it kind of helps maintain continuity when doing your makeup. So I feel like if you are at home and you have a wedding or like a special event or special occasion, think of those things like where you want to invest in having a makeup artist. And if you don't think that your makeup artist in your area offers that, ask. When you have a makeup artist like that, especially if it's like someone like a friend or a family member, it feels good to be taken care of so you know that you look good. Like for example, if I was like a bridesmaid and I was a makeup artist, like I would want my bride or my best friend to look gorgeous. If she's like eating or if she's like drinking or taking shots, you know that their lipstick is gonna stay gorgeous. That's that. But for the most part, my makeup stays, okay? Don't get it twisted. My makeup stays. Now let's move on to the skin. So for shoot days, I like to lather my face and secure the blur. It is so smoothing, especially like on my cheeks. What's so cool about this primer is that Priscilla Ono, who is famous for doing Rihanna's makeup, told me that she's doing somebody's makeup for Coachella and she requested our Wicked glitter spray and extra secure the blur. So thank you so much, Priscilla, for thinking of me. Guys, look how much I love this. I love me a full beat. Get into a full beat. Full beat meaning glamour, coverage. That's me. I love it. Look at it. Look at that. My skin was looking bumpy because of the freckles and the hyperpigmentation, but it looks smooth. Like if you're new, you're probably like, whoa, that is not your shade. When I tell you the face when you're doing full glam is about putting multiple colors on your face so I haven't even concealed or bronzed. That is a part of why full glam is probably intimidating. People go, oh, this is not my exact shade. Girl, your face doesn't have not one exact shade. It's comprised of so many different colors, especially because it's a living, breathing organ. So you have to make sure you are considering the anatomy of your skin and the condition of your skin without passing judgment on a foundation. Look at how smooth it goes over. We were just blasting High School Musical out there for those of you guys that know.
But then,
if you are a High School Musical fan, how crazy is it that Ashley Tisdale and Vanessa Hudgens are pregnant at the same time? And me. We out here pregnant. Can I also say something about this full coverage concealer? This is our Butter Silk concealer, and I'm about to spill some tea. I am about to spill some tea. I feel like Butter Silk does not get enough love. I've never said this online ever before. It's because our launch was so
bad.
like, we could not get enough inventory in time. It was in the era of like COVID and shipping and delays and customs. It was so hard. So when we actually were available to purchase, there was only like a few colors available to purchase. You know, also the PR boxes were like, do we send the PR boxes out? Do we talk about it? But not all the colors are available. So that's why it was really hard. But I truly love and believe in this formula. And you know what's crazy? It's full coverage, but it's very smooth. And I purposely picked a big doe foot. And you know, of all people to be interested in this concealer and to like it, which is beyond me and my wildest imagination, is Gwen Stefani. She loves these concealers. Doja Cat has used this concealer. And for the makeup artist to put them on, I never really would expect the makeup artist to be like, oh, like, this is the One Size concealer. But no, they love it. Like, Ernesto Casillas does both Doja Cat and Gwen. For the people that do their concealer like this and then do this, what you doing with this gap right here? Why? I'm trying to reconstruct my whole face. So what we're doing is we're covering everything. People could say, oh, well, you don't want to use too much product. No, I want to go in. This is the part where I tend to fuck up the most, is the angles. So this one's higher and gorgeous, you see? This one's lower. So now I gotta even them out. You know what they should have done? They should have been like, what you say? Because they're called say. Did you see One Size is in drama? Glamzilla did the lipstick with Until Dawn, and then a girl was like, let's try this. And she takes a creamy lipstick and does Until Dawn. She's like, it transfers. And now people are stitching that video going, let's test Until Dawn if it really. I was like, it's gonna be Until Dawn gate. If you guys want to try these trends, try it for yourself and also make sense of it. Don't like put on like a creamy lipstick or lip gloss on it and it's gonna work. Like maybe powder your lip or whatever, but it just depends on the user. And then there was a comment, I tried it and it didn't work for me.
Therefore, I don't trust Glamzilla.
I think people just come after people's character because just because it didn't work for you doesn't mean that they should be judged on their character of like, lie, you're a liar. It's about the product. Call the product a liar. Don't put it on people that are just innocently making videos. Guys, when I do my contour, like my nose, I have to have like one light source so I can see what the light is giving. I have to turn off this light so I can just see. Speaking of nose contour, this brush, Becky G, Transluce B102. It's such a cute like little angled brush for the nose. It's kind of like the Morphe one, but it has a little bit of a shorter angle. I'm sure it's like an eyeshadow brush, but it gets the nose so good. What I like to do is take a little puff and kind of carve out the nose. It just makes worlds of a difference when you have such good tools. Also too, if you're oily or sweaty, make sure you get around the nostril because sometimes like liquid foundation gets there. Oh, I have to contour my cheeks. Hello? One time I said hello because I always say hello whenever I'm trying to look for something. And why did Alexa reply back to me? That was scary. I was like looking for something, I was like hello. And then the speaker was right next to me and all I hear is hello. I love taking the cool. You see it's like a little bit more yellow and this one's more warm. This one's neutral. Taking the top two and kind of just stamping it in my forehead. That is my contour. Look at these lashes, guys. This is sickening. These are the Auroras by Raquel, and I love how they like angle out. Now, when I am shooting a campaign, this is more of like a campaign thing. This little tip and trick literally has been a part of me just because it's so detail oriented. If you want to look gorgeous up close and so precise, get you a little lash comb. The thing about these lashes is that it looks kind of messy with my lashes underneath. So what I like to do is, you know, before I pinch them together, I'll put mascara, but you want to make sure that before these completely dry, that your lashes are going in the same direction as the fake lashes, and be very careful that you don't poke your eye. And after I do this, because it just looks a little bit like crunchy sometimes when the hairs aren't combed in the same direction. And there's this type of a comb that's really good. And there's also this one, but this one is by Dellium Tools, BDELLIUM. This is a 725 O/E metal lash comb. I like to take our one size lash curler, and this opens so huge, and I will kind of try my best to clamp and then lay the top part of your metal on your eye, and then just like, not even, just close it. Don't even crimp it or pinch it, and then boom. You see how my eye looks just so much more open? Because of it, you see more of the white in this eye, and it kind of lifts it up. I'm gonna take this one. I like to hook it from the outside, go in, lay the metal on the lid, pinch, 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 boom. I like just taking my pinky and pinching it. Number 2, I like taking the Point Made black gel pencil right here. This is gorgeous for brides. Now what this does is it really is soft and it's waterproof. So what I like to do is just take a clean finger, lightly lift my lid, and then line this right here, especially the inner corner. Now you see all this flesh under here. I know not everyone can do it, especially depending on the client. If your client has like sensitive watery eyes, don't even bother. This is just for detail. And I think ever since doing campaigns, these are the little tips and tricks that will make your makeup look very, very seamless. I'm gonna do the other eye. Now that we did underneath, I'm gonna take the liquid Point Made, same exact color called Bodacious Black. Alright guys, now for the lip, I think I'm gonna go for, this is a lip that I always go to. It's called Prime Fish. I love this color. It's not nude, but it gives like warmth to the entire look. Now for lips, I'm gonna take a lip that I love. This is Trade Finder, and it's giving like a peachy apricot color. Bottom lashes, I have been obsessed with just because I've been in this full glam type of like vibe. Why not just go for the bottom lashes? These I found, I wanna say like online, or I got them in PR, but I've like repurchased them. These are the Eldora bottom lashes. This is in the style S408, and this other style, which is so gorgeous and glamorous, is S407. S407, these are individuals. Now these are, when you apply them, are in twos. The 2 come on 1 strip, the next 2 come on 1 strip, so on and so forth. Let's throw on some bottom lashes. This is the Item Beauty mascara. So tiny. I love using this just to get really up close. The wand is like fairly shorter, and I like loading in a lot of mascara, and it kind of gives me a visual on where to apply the false ones. Okay, so this is how I like to hold my glue. So I have the glue in one hand like this, then I have the lash tray in my index, and this is kind of like my workstation, and then I have the tweezer in the other hand. So what I like to do is start from the outside. So I'll take this, carefully take it off, and then I'll tap it on the wand, and then I will slowly put this under the lash on the outside, and there's one. And I like to take the back of the tweezer, so I'll do this, I'll take the back, and then I'll kind of like lift it up. Sometimes I'll go for like 3 or 4. I think today I'm gonna go 4. Last but not least, we are gonna spray Until Dawn, the most famous setting spray in the world. In the world, you hear me? And that, my friends, is how you set your makeup for a campaign day. All right, guys, this is the finished look. Do you see what the skin is giving? It is giving smooth. It is giving painted. It is giving full beat fantasy. I feel ready. I feel so cunty. I feel so bitchy. I feel so like, oh my God, look at me, watch. The Marina Summers. There we go. There we go. The Pia Works back. The PatrickStarrr. I am so excited for today's campaign. I cannot wait for you guys to see it. I'm doing a whole behind the scenes vlog. I feel like I'm coming back into myself as a YouTuber. So I hope you guys are enjoying all the content that we are putting out there. If you guys want to see more looks like this, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. Snapchat is where it's at. I be a little TMI on Snapchat. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more looks like this, sit down in my office. I kind of like live for this vibe. Let me know down below. I love you guys so much. Don't forget, makeup is a one size fits all, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.